Okay, Gemini, you guys are up. This is your October general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. As always, it is a general reading, so not everything may apply to you, or it may apply in different ways for different people. And you can always schedule an individual reading with me by clicking the link to my calendar, which I will put in the comments. Okay, and you can always check your rising sign video and your moon sign video as well. So let's see what is going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising in October. Okay, Gemini, nice. Okay, so at the center of whatever situation you have going on in October is the righting of wrongs. So in any way that you may feel like you've been wronged in some way, or a situation that you have witnessed, that you have perceived as a wrong happening in some way, October is working through making that right. And part of the things that are going to contribute to making whatever wrong you perceive or see or feel, making it right, includes physically taking care of yourself. I'll move them down so you can see for now. So it includes physically taking care of yourself. So if there's anything going on in your body that you're noticing, like tend to it, right? That's in one way, it's righting the wrongs of whatever may be going on physically in your body. So tend to those physical things that you notice coming up. Again, there's also having to make a decision about something and weighing your options about it. I'll pull more cards and we'll get more information in a minute, but also related to either an experienced or a perceived wrong and finding a way to make this right. There's a decision that comes with this. Like, how am I going to move forward with this experienced wrong that I feel, or this perceived wrong that I'm seeing or interpreting? Having to weigh your options and make a decision about it. Okay, so other things you have going on in October looks like some type of celebration. There may be a decision that you have to make, weighing your options about attending some type of celebration or gathering. And there's emotional accomplishment that's coming up. So let's pull some more. Excuse me. I have like a rogue hair that's poking me in the face. Yep, decisions. So October is about weighing your options and making decisions. And yeah, once again, this is interesting. I never cease to be amazed by this work. Okay, so transformation is going to be a big theme for probably every sign, and so far it has been. Probably every sign is going to be having some type of theme of transformation in October, and the reason for that is because Pluto had gone retrograde back in May, and October 3rd, Pluto's going direct. So Pluto's all about transformation, and when Pluto is going direct, there's this indication of getting clear, having clarity from all of the like shadow work that we experience while Pluto is retrograde. All of the shadow work that we do provides us with clarity as Pluto moves direct on October 3rd clarity about what it is that needs to end. And here this is like related for you guys, this is related to making a decision, weighing your options about how am I going to move forward with this perceived wrong. What is it that needs to end in this situation that I'm perceiving where something is unjust or wrong in whatever way. How am I going to move forward? How am I going to transform this? What is it that needs to end? So clearly there's some type of separation that you're weighing your options about. What is it that needs to end? And then how do I separate from this? And the tricky part of it is you may feel blocked from even being able to separate from it. We'll pull more cards in just a minute to get more information. So this could be like a situation that involves other people, that you typically maybe were friends with, or colleagues or coworkers with, or something. And so the question coming up is, how do I handle this situation moving forward? How do I transform this? How do I let go of this? How do I walk away from this? How do I, in essence, divorce it, right? Yeah, okay. And there's also the energies here of like walking that fine line of being able to recognize when something's not working, when something's not going right, recognize it enough, be aware enough to recognize it and do something about it without crossing the line into just being negative and complaining all of the time about something. And that might be actually something related to like a physical ailment with your body, right? So like my knee's hurting, my knee's hurting, my knee's hurting. This is so annoying, my knee's hurting. Well, okay, stop complaining about it and do something about it, because it's connected here to this need to take care of yourself physically. And it may not be your knee. I was just using that as an example. But if you have a persistent physical thing that's coming up, like it's time to stop complaining about it and start taking action to fix it or do something about it. Okay, and some of you may feel like you don't have enough information to know what to do about it. But the information is there and able for you to access it. It's just going to require tapping into yourself, tapping into how you feel physically. Maybe even some emotional stuff might come up with that. It's also going to require you to separate from something that's taking your attention in order to focus on yourself and what you're feeling and how you need to take care of yourself physically. So don't let yourself trick yourself into thinking, oh, I don't know what to do about this. I don't know how to, take care of myself physically in this way, or I don't know what action to take to make this physical thing that's bothering me physically go away. You do. You're just busy dealing with something else that you maybe need to separate from and to just connect with yourself. Okay. So you have the information. You really do, but part of you may think you don't. Nice. Okay, so the energies we have operating in this situation here are whatever this situation is of this perceived wrong, part of you probably feels like you're preparing for battle with this situation. Like it may be an uncomfortable conversation that you have to have with somebody. It may be an uncomfortable separation that you need to make with a person or a job or a place or some type of situation. And having to make this separation feels like you have to prepare for battle when you're going into to have this difficult conversation. Okay, so that's just one of the energies operating in the situation. It's okay, like you can still move through this. It's part of your transformation, right? With the help of Pluto and all of this transformation taking place since the retrograde and as it goes direct, Pluto's helping with this. And it's really helping you kind of get what you want. It's helping you move into a place where you feel comfortable, to where you feel good, to where you feel like you have everything you need, where things are going your way. So this is one of the energies operating in this situation. So keep taking those steps, even though it may be scary. Keep taking those steps. And also know that you're receiving spiritual messages along the way. Again, what is it that you're focusing on, Gemini? You guys have like really, really busy minds sometimes, and you can think a lot, right? So you can think so much that you think you don't have enough information, and you actually do. So slow it down a little bit. Take some deep breaths. Connect with yourself. And also realize that you are receiving like spiritual messages from your higher power in some way. So be aware of those messages. Like, don't give yourself some time to make space to receive those messages. Like, I know this is, swords always come up in Gemini reading because you guys are an air sign. And so like you can be so busy in your head sometimes that you even feel blocked, right? But it's all right there for you. Like this feels very strong. Like it's all right there for you. You just have to like slow it down a little bit, like quiet it a little bit, and like see and hear everything that's right there with you. I hope this is making sense for you guys. Nice. And more swords. It's too cool. Too cool. Okay, so this is great. So as you guys make this transformation, whatever it is that you've been working on since May, you are very financially supported in doing this. This is really great. You're definitely financially supported in making this change, and you are receiving messages along the way as well. So not only are you receiving like spiritual messages, you're also receiving messages from your thoughts. So quiet your thoughts enough to know that they're actually telling you something as opposed to just spinning, and quiet them enough to be able to see the spiritual messages around you as well. You are moving towards a place of greater financial stability. This is awesome, as you have to separate from something. And I feel like this transformation that you're making too, again, like with this whole Pluto retrograde and going direct transformation, it's moving you into a space of something that feels foreign to you. So for some Geminis, this could be manifesting as actual foreign travel. For some of you, this could be manifesting as moving into a new space that feels foreign to you, which could be a new job that feels a little foreign to you in some way. It could be like moving into a new, whatever it is that you're separating from is like moving you into new territory, which feels a little foreign to you because it's new territory. And it's a good thing because it's financially like rewarding for you. Okay, I did not see much about romance, but that's okay. We will pull a romance card for you. Ooh, you get two romance cards. Okay, so, wow. Okay, so the first one is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And again, it's a general reading, so this is going to manifest differently for different Geminis. But with someone from your past returning to your life, this could be a former romantic partner. This just could be, a friend that you haven't talked to in a long time. This could be like a former colleague that you haven't seen in a long time or whatever. It's going to manifest differently for different people. And then romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So, again, for different people, it's going to manifest differently. For some of you, these romantic feelings may be related to the person from your past who shows up. And for some of you, it may be actually reconciling with them and getting back together. For some, this could manifest differently as well. It could be someone from your past comes into your life and your feelings are real and worth exploring. And as you explore them, you can realize that, maybe that's something that you're separating from. I'm not the person I used to be then, right? So for all of you, it's going to manifest differently. But either way, this is great. And there is definite forward movement. Yes. And into new territory. I love it. Okay, so your 72 Names of God card for October. Global transformation. I love it. This is like, transformation is just going to be big for October for everybody. It really is. I reflect upon the spiritual truth that world peace brings with peace in my own heart. With this name, I speed my own transformation and strengthen the forces of peace throughout the world. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's totally true. Like, as you guys transform yourselves, it has a ripple effect in the world. And this is big work. You know, I'm saying this for everybody, but astrologically, we're all being influenced by Pluto in such a big way. And so it's big work. So, okay, keep up the good work, and I will see you guys soon. And if you know a Gemini who you think might like this, you can tag them or share it with them. All right, I will see you guys soon.